Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm in bed because I didn't want to get up. So here we go. So it's National Stroke Day, and I decided to spill my stroke story. So 2 years ago, I was living in Tampa, and I had a rough semester, and I developed bronchitis after visiting New York after Thanksgiving, and I was on a series of meds, and I was so into school and grade wise, and that semester ended, and me and my friend Alexa were hanging out, celebrating the end of finals, and I went to bed, and my left arm went numb, and I was having palpitations. So thank God my mom is a nurse, and I'm like, yeah, I gotta go to the hospital. Like, I really don't like the hospital, so I was like, we have to go. So we went, and finally the palpitation stopped, and they wanted to keep me overnight, and I didn't like that, but my mom made me go all night, and I woke up perfect Sunday morning. I wanted to get out of the hospital in Tampa, and then my mom's like, well, you have to wait until Monday, the next day. I'm like, all right, whatever. So I went to bed, and I woke up 3 days later to my aunt saying that you had a stroke. And basically, it was a blood clot on my left side of my brain that paralyzed my right arm and my right leg, and I couldn't speak because that affected area is your speaking, so that's called aphasia. So I couldn't talk back for like 2 weeks. So I was they moved me up to a floor that I spent approximately 2 weeks at, getting PT, getting all kinds of rehab, speech. I knew that I was gonna talk again. I said this to my friend yesterday, that didn't once cross my mind, because talking means everything to me. But I was gonna fight hard to get it back. So I went to rehab, and I practiced hard on my spelling. I wanted to go home. That was it. I'm like, I want everything to go perfect. Obviously, it didn't. That's my life. But I was speaking a short, word by, I think, week 3. And then I moved back home, and then I had 6 months at home rehab, and that was good. But the main con of the stroke, I got really depressed after, and I know it sounds like all rainbows and butterflies now. I'm talking perfect. I'm a miracle patient. This doesn't happen, but that year I was grieving my whole life. I was going to school to study psychology, and that was my everything. And I couldn't do that. I couldn't talk. I couldn't spell. I couldn't formulate sentences. I had to, learn everything again, and life seemed like it was moving on and without me. So it was kind of hard to grieve that old life and make a new one of it, if that makes sense. But I think my family and my friends, like, I couldn't be here without them. Like, they came to Tampa, and my best friend was at my house every day with flashcards and learning and not correcting me and taking the role as, a caregiver. And that was so supportive, and I love my friends. They're my family, and I love my mom and Jake and all that supported me. That time, it was a hard ass challenge, but it brought out a sense of humor that I didn't have before, and it made me really, really figure out that life is, great. It's great. And, that day when I was in the hospital eating Chinese food, I didn't know that morning was going to change my life forever. So we need to start living in the moment and not taking things for granted, because I took everything for granted. I missed my right arm, but I have a left one, and that's that's the silver lining, I guess. That's the silver lining. But stay you, and it gets better. It doesn't it changed my life, but it altered my life, but I'm still the person that I once was, but even a lot better. Thanks for watching, and see you next time. This is a fast code to recognize a stroke.